Oh, damn. Oh, yeah, you was getting your shit busted. Hey, for your mom to intervene, nigga, you was getting your shit busted. Damn. Oh my God, my nigga got his shit peeled, dog. Damn. That's why.
Welcome to Lane Stadium, home of the Virginia Tech Hokies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Yeah,
Fourier Sports College football on Lane Stadium. I'm joined by Jesse Palmer of Lane
yeah.
Sports Red Wings, and this will send chills up your spine. It's time for Enter Sandman. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That's caught. It's Selden. Turning it on. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41. And a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hokies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Off the play fake on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And everything looked good on that play. The receiver does a really good job of pushing upfield and then coming inside. But what happens when you come inside? You start coming to all those bodies and those linebackers, those safeties come into play. And those alligator arms sometimes get a little bit short.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. He strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Gives it on the option. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. On the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, NC State.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Knight. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Handoff to the low back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go. Like the running game, the versatility of the running game, but you got to have that bell cow that you can hand it off to establish it.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To the air, it's Madsen. Firing to the right, complete. Got enough space. Touchdown, Hokies. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game. And he added the extra point. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. The sure hands, it's Gibson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Thanks to grab. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. NC State might think about going for a big one on second and short. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Going for 6. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Oh, he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Knight. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He makes the grab. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolfpack hoping to pay off this red zone trip. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Going to look downfield again. Quickly complete. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The short hands. It's Robinson. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quickly out to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. The screen, and watch out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Overton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. Pressure coming. And this is blown up, going nowhere as the defense was ready for the Wildcat. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
NC State has to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Let's Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bill today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They are up by 7 over Charlotte.
Looking downfield, it's Madsen.
Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Second down, they'll go to the air. You'll off one deep down the left side. Ball's in the deep ball. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Robinson.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Grab near the marker, it's Selden. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Get it out on the screen. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Touchdown, Hokie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give to the left. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Blacksburg. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. At the 35, he's loose. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. NC State, after that explosive run, might go right back to the well. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Scott. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It's complete on the right side. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. With that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. With the catch, it's Selden. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
On the move. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row. This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. They'll send the back in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Wallace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. The Hokies line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And that one will give them the lead. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll run play action. Almost had the completion, just missed it. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Motion from the back. They'll try to get outside. Turning it on! And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll run the toss. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Why not trying to get it in?
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trying.
Sneak gets it done. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Got his man. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hoffman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. Crosses the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. To the air on first down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. Now from inside the red zone. Got a man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He's looking to throw. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Now it's second and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Boston. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. A short kick, but that angle from the right can be a little tricky. He gets a hand on it. He's got the ball. That one's live.
And that's huge, not getting that field goal there, because if they made it, this would just be a one-possession game. And they'd be feeling a lot better about themselves right here in the second half. Obviously, still time to go. Game's not over, but the sense of urgency now has gone way up.
Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. The Hokies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. The screen, he's got wheels. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Leaves it with the running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be second and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Give to the running back. Open space at the 25. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. in the backfield at screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hokies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Pulls it in. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. To the air on 2nd down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Got a man. It's Scott. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. NC State going up tempo. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Scott. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy. And because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football. And that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
He's out of bounds, well short of the marker, and they'll have to give up the ball. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it.